What up, though? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. Damn it, can we say it again? It's Victory Monday, 3 weeks in a row. Today is Monday, November 21st, 2022. On deck for today's show, we recap the Lions' win over the Giants at MetLife Stadium. I compare the team stats side by side for the game. LL recaps what the Lions did on offense. Coach Mike does the same for the defense, and I name my balled out and balled on players of the game. But before we get into all that, man, it's time to bring in the rest of the crew. Man, I think, I don't know, man, the favorite player, all the aunties scream his name, bringing him plates on Sunday after service. It's my man, LL Cool Tones. What's going on, my dude?
What's up, Prowl Nation, and happy Victory Monday.
And y'all know who it is. It's the boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan. Our resident defensive coach. It's who?
It's the Wolverine coach, Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
right now.
Let's go.
Detroit Lions talk, baby.
Welcome to Detroit.
Welcome back. And we're getting ready to get into these breakdowns. But first, some team stats. Curt, let us know what the statisticians was writing down yesterday.
Man, what a game. What a game. First downs, the Lions had 23. The Giants had 25. We had 9 passing first downs. They had 17 because they threw the ball all damn game. Rushing, we had 12 first downs. They had 7. First downs for penalties, we had 2. They had 1. Third downs, we were 6 of 13. They were 5 for 13. Fourth down, we didn't go for it on fourth down. We actually punted the damn ball. They were 2 for 3 on fourth down. Total plays 63 to 72 in favor of the Giants. 325 to 413 in favor of the Giants for total yards. Drives were even, 11 apiece. Yards per play, 5.2 for the Lions, 5.7 for the Giants. Passing, 165 for the Lions. Well, oh man, that's bad. Actually, it's not. 324 for the Giants, 17 for 26 for Jared Goff, 27 for 44 for the Giants. You see that big disparity, man. That dude, man, as much as he threw the ball for the yards he threw for, he was not accurate for most of the game.
Nah.
You had the yards per pass play, 6.3 for the Lions, 7 for the Giants. Interceptions thrown, 0 for the Lions. You know, I have to say it again. It wasn't for lack of trying, but interceptions thrown by Daniel Jones. We know the big fella AD got one, Aiden Hutchinson, and then, you know, the young fella Kirby Joseph got another one on the season. Rushing, now here's where the big disparities is. 160 for the Lions, 89 only for the Giants. They had the leading rusher in the league coming into the game. Man, rushing attempts, we had 37. They had 26. Yards per rush, 4.3 for the Lions, 3.4 for the Giants. Red zone, we had 4 for 5. They went 3 for 3. Penalties, 5 for 45 for us, 8 for 63 for them. Turnovers, 3. Count them, 3 of them for them daggone Giants. They had a fumble loss and 2 interceptions. And if you look at the time of possession for this game, I don't know. I mean, it was one of those things where we ran the ball, we controlled the clock. I mean, I'm just saying. What a game. I talked to all my Giants homies yesterday, and they were like, y'all just whooped us. They said to me, like, the Lions went to the woodshed on these cats. I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it because I wasn't expecting this. I expected it to be a close game. But from start to finish, even when they led by a little bit in the first quarter, it still felt like we controlled this game from the first kickoff all the way through the end of the game. It was one of those things where, okay, we let you score a touchdown, and we're going to run y'all into the ground for the rest of the game. Mm-hmm. What a win. I think this was one of the most complete wins by Dan. I put it up there with the Arizona win from last year. It's one of the most complete games that they played. They played well on all 3 phases of the ball. kicking the ball. Like Badger didn't even have a problem kicking in the win. You got 2 mixed extra points by the Giants kicking in that win. Badger just kicking it right on down the middle. I mean, all 3 phases of the game was good. Offense, defense, special teams. It wasn't great. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't perfect, but it was effective, and they won that game. All right, what you guys think about the win before we get into the breakdown?
Man, you know what? That was a shout out to the whole coaching staff. I'm talking about the whole thing. Because Dan Campbell set the tone right away. When it was 4th and short on that first drive and he kicked the field goal, that right there, he knew getting points on the board first, especially on the road, was key and essential to building the confidence of your team. But it was a good game call by Ben Johnson, by AG. They game plans was executed to the T, and we just had our team ready. Our team was more prepared and was better off suited for that game. Shouts out to the coaches, man.
Very well put there, Coach Mike. While I'm lighting up this here Giants pack, I guess we're going to call it today on this Victory Monday. I just want to say, this is one of them games. It's like it was too easy, not to say it like that, because winning in the NFL is incredibly hard. I've never won in the NFL at all, so please don't allow me to try to discredit that. But what I mean by that is the game plan was too simple. You just stop the run. You put a hat on the hat. You blitz. You well, not necessarily blitz, but you take away what they can do, and you force them to do what they cannot do. And we see what happened. Daniel Jones was forced to throw 44 times. He only gave it to us twice. Could have been a whole lot more. The team in total gave it up 3 times. We followed a good game plan. Coach Mike and Curt, you guys said it best. Coach Mike especially with pointing out the coaching changes and the coaching effect on this game. Total win by the coaches. Hats off to the team. Great win, man. I'm happy on this Monday.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you guys for checking us out right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Y'all home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, baby. And it's time for our family discussion topic for today. Give us your thoughts on the Lions win. Man, this was an impressive win. This was an impressive thing that they did. Back-to-back road victories. When can the hell we say that? I can't remember the last time we said some stuff like that, but give us your thoughts in the comment section down below, man. Y'all know how we do it. We read 6 of those things to read on the next show. So like the video, share the video, comment on the video, and help get this content to more Lions fans just like yourself right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Go home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Now it is time for what man used to go by, the Steiner brothers, Big Papa Pump down here on the doggone show today. L, talk to me about that offense, brother.
Steiner brothers, man, that's a good call.
Yeah, man.
RIP if one of them, or I'm gonna think about the Hardys. Somebody passed, I think. RIP if they did. But again, man, great win, man. Offensive game plan. We stuck with it. We ran that mug even when it didn't really seem so effective. That's how you kind of got to do it. We came out first play of the game, 11-yard rush. It was a good hard run by Swaggy. It was one of them. This is the type of game it's gonna be. Y'all better bring your hats. And this is the game where the Lions brought their hats. And the Giants. I'm not gonna say they didn't stand up, but we came out on top. It wasn't necessarily a back and forth game, but this is kind of exemplary. And we could give a call back to Dan Campbell's intro speech or this speech in the on the first episode of Hard Knocks this year. He was talking about bringing them out to the deep water. We just came out physical them all game. It was a beautiful sight to see. Beautiful sight to see. We tried to make them stop us. Both Swaggy and Swifty, we got to see them on the field at the same time. So some more, I guess, a little bit of creativity that actually worked this time. Shout out to Coach Mike. You might have got Ben Johnson to not try to be so cute. We got to see Khalif Raymond being more effective. Khalif Raymond playing a nice role in this offense. And again, how I kind of look at it is, I'm starting to actually. I never had anything against Khalif Raymond, but I didn't think he was going to be around that long. I'm kind of hoping that we actually keep him around. He's proven that he can actually play football. He should be in this league. But what I'm saying is, I kind of think of a player who might get those touches, be like Jamison Williams or something like that. So maybe we get to see, maybe some of these players can be more explosive or whatever. But that's just looking down the line, foreshadowing or, just looking But Evan Brown got hurt. Dan Skipper came in. I want to give a great shout out to Dan Skipper. They on the telecast they talked about Dexter Lawrence probably being the best nose guard in the league. Shout out to nose guards in the league. That's actually what I was. I won't say forced to play, but they put you on the nose for a reason. They line them up on. They line Dexter Lawrence up on Dan Skipper's nose and on Jonah Jackson's nose, and both of them stood up. But shout out to both of those guys, Dan Skipper especially. Because he ain't supposed to be out there. But got his plays with a fullback, plays with mad tight ends, 8 guys on the line, 5 guys on one side. Beautiful hard-nosed football, man. Again, St. Brown playing a big focal point. It's each game, I know we're not playing for a whole lot this year. Maybe we are. We'll talk about that later on in the week. Maybe we are playing for more than what we could be. But just looking at how things are going to be, these are going to be these type of players for that kind of thing for me. Another decent game for Raymond. The turnovers led to points. On their side, they turned it over. We actually got to score some points. We got to see Swaggy get 3 touchdowns. Swift got a touchdown. And one of them was set up by a long run by Coach Mike's homeboy, Justin Jackson. Offensive line again. Shout out to those guys. Didn't give up a sack. Against that vaunted, or at least highly expected to be vaunted, Wink Martindale's defense. Didn't give up a sack. Didn't give him none of that pressure. And he was sitting in a little bit. So shout out to those guys. Very good offensive game plan, executed fairly decent. Great road win. What do you guys believe?
All right, for me, just a few notes, man. For real. I mean, solid run game. No sacks allowed, no turnovers. And we score points in every quarter of the game. And kind of under the radar thing that happened, and then I'll give it to you, Coach Mike, the presence of DJ Chark on the field. What do you mean? He can stretch the defense. So while he was running down the field, you look at all the crossing routes in the passing lanes underneath, because he was taking the safeties away from the underneath coverage. So you had those underneath guys focus on on linebackers in some of those corners. So they were losing some of those guys and winning those matchups. Tom Kennedy, Khalif Raymond, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So you had that. So DJ Chark's return to the field, he didn't have a productive game as far as catching the ball, because he only had like 1 or 2 targets. But the way he took the defense down the field is what I like, and you're gonna see that. But man, we get Jameson Williams back. You gonna have him, man, and you get Josh Reynolds back. We're gonna be a problem. Sure. What you got, Coach Jones?
I think 37-26. And what is that? That's rushing attempts. 37 to 26 passing attempts.
Yep.
That's the game. That's the name of the game, especially when you on the road. You can jump ahead, and kicking that field goal was so key on the first drive, because then you can run the ball when you want to, and you're not forced into a passing game. And running that ball, man, and playing with my part of the breakdown, man. Running that WTA football. And what is that? Whoop that ass football. That's what we did yesterday. We played whoop that ass football.
Hey, thank you for joining us right here on Detroit Lions in the Prowl. Your home for Detroit Lions news. And remember, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. It's the holiday season. Get yourself some Lions gear, or your favorite Lions fan some Lions gear at fanatics.com. Links in the description below. A portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content right here on this channel. Check us out on Lions Nation Unite. It's the ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. You can go over there, check out some more content from us or other content creators, and you can hang out with other Lions fans. So, Lions Nation Unite. You can download the app in the Google, Android, or Apple App Store, or you can just type in lionsnationunite.com in your web browser. While you're there, get yourself some Lions Nation Unite gear at lnushop.com. Get the real, not the fake. That's over on Facebook at lnushop.com. Hang out with us on DetroitLionsOnTheProwl.com. While you're over there, get yourself some Prowl Nation gear at LionsOnTheProwlShop.com. Man, I know it. Big game on Saturday between the Wolverines and the team from Ohio. Man, get ready for the game and get yourself some Wolverine gear. Coach Mike will hook you up at wolverine.com. Support the American Cancer Society of Michigan by purchasing some Roll Up gear by my man, Big Lion Man. So help in the fight against cancer right there. The links in the description below as well for both of those, wolverlion.com and for the Roll Up gear. So go ahead and check it out with those two links in the description below. Now I'm going to pay some bills. Coach Jones, holla at me about this defense, brother.
Man, AG, salute, my brother. Salute. It was a perfect game plan by AG, man. I don't know what he said to them boys on that D line. And I was kind of worried before the game because Josh Paschal and Charles Harris was out. And, I know Charles Harris ain't did much, but he's a body. He's a rotational body when we need to spell guys. So I was worried about our depth there on the D line, but shit, man, we were straight. Liam McNeil did his thing. Aiden Hudson did his thing. Kaminsky did his thing. I mean, our D line played together like a unit. And I'm so happy for that, man. But shout out to AG because he knew how to mix up man coverage, zone blitzes, and the straight zone. Because we played all three yesterday. And we played them in situations when they was needed. So, again, shout out to AG for putting those guys in the position that led to success because Jeff Okudah went out. And everything could have went wrong when Jeff Okudah went out. Everything could have went wrong, and it kind of did for a second. But, he got us back on track, man. And Aiden Hutchinson, boy, Kayvon, who? Listen, hey, Hutch over Tibby all day. What y'all got to say?
All right, so for me, for the defense, man, what can I say? Aleem the Dream and Bugs, man, they shut Barkley ass down. Aleem McNeil had 4 tackles, right? He only had 4 tackles for the game, but 3 of them was for loss, and guess what they were all on? Saquon Barkley, man, he was eating his ass up in the backfield, man. He had the sack. So you look at that, man. Aleem McNeil had a hell of a game. Kirby, your man Kirby with another pick. Hutch with a pick, another pick, and a fumble recovery. I mean, what is that stat? You said you posted in the group chat, LL, about Hutchinson. Oh man, it's crazy. It is crazy to see. He is I and I is he. He is him. He is him. The only player in the NFL this season with 3 sacks and 3 takeaways. What? Stop playing with that young fella. Stop playing with that young fella. So, all that being said, man, what a performance by the defense, man. It wasn't pretty all the time, and it was solid. It was good. They won the turnover battle, and just for you, Coach Mike, man, your boy Will Harris forced a fumble.
Yeah, Willie.
Yeah, he still sucks. All right, what you got? What you got?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the whole defense, man. Shout out to John Kaminsky. Shout out to Aleem the Dream, of course. Shout out to Aiden Hutchinson. Shout out to the linebackers. Barnes played a good game as well. Your boy Anzalone been playing decent over this 3-game win streak too, man. So shout out to the whole defense, man. I forgot what I was about to say too. So I had
it wasn't perfect though. It wasn't perfect because we got caught on a couple and some of those crossing routes. Yeah. But they kind of did the same thing to us that we did to them with the crossing routes. But it was all right.
You can see, if we were playing in no disrespect or maybe much disrespect, however you want to look at it, to Daniel Jones, but if we was playing a better quarterback, you can see where we may have had issues. But good thing we're playing him and not somebody else.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, I want to say one thing about Aiden Hutchinson. Y'all want to say he's a bust? Who's a bust? I'll bust you in your damn eye.
Oh, Coach Jones is over today, man. Hey, man, thank you guys for checking us out right here on Detroit Lions of the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Make sure you follow us on your favorite social media platforms. Definitely check us out on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Now, I don't know what the greens, beans, tomatoes, and all that stuff gonna be for LL on Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. I mean, he may. I don't know if he's gonna have a Thursday Thanksgiving, but but make sure you check him out over there on his Instagram page, man. Now it is time to name my bossed up, balled out, and balled on players of the game. First up for the offense, Jamal Williams, man. You know who it is, man. Swaggy. 17 carries, 64 yards, 3 tutties on the game. 3 tutties on the game.
Woo, woo.
All right. My bossed up, balled out, and balled out players on the defense is the Lions defensive line. They held the league's leading rusher to 15 carries for 22 yards. Have a seat, young fella. Have a seat. Because that was it was all about what Barkley's gonna do to us. Bro, man, Barkley's gonna run all over y'all, man. He gonna do his thing, man. So those are my boss up, balled out players of the game. Jamal Williams on offense with his 3 tutties, and then the Lions defensive line shutting down Barkley for only 22 yards. Now, this I got a half of a balled on player, right? Not a whole, because he made up for some stuff in the second half. But my balled on player of the game is DeAndre Swift in the first half. Why do you say that, Curt? He was running so indecisively. He couldn't hit the hole. He couldn't make up his mind where he was going. And it was just like a lot of tackles for loss for him. I was like, what the hell is Swift doing? He wasn't decisive. He was hesitant. And that's why you didn't see a lot of him into the fourth quarter, like into the second half, because he just was so indecisive in what he was doing in the first half. I was like, what in the hell is going on with DeAndre Swift? He had the hole there. He was just making poor decisions. One, we had Brock Wright had a block for him on the edge. He could have got around the edge for a first down. He could have back inside and got to. I'm like, what is Swift doing? But he got it together in the second half, had a nice run down there to get toward down there on the goal line, and then had a touchdown as well. So my balled on player of the game is the first half for DeAndre Swift. Not the whole game, but because we know our black units of measure, right? Because you a whole is a whole. A whole ass dude. I can't do it. I couldn't do it for the whole game, but I got it for half the game. So there you go. Now it is time for us, man, to switch gears, man. It's time for my favorite segment of the show. It's time for us to zip our lip to see what you had to say about the last show. It's time for the comment cards, baby. First up, we on top though 100. The Lions linebackers and DBs are going to need to tackle well in this one. They did. Along with no turnovers on offense. We didn't. Score prediction is 27-17 Lions. You got pretty close there, brother. 31-8. That's a good closing. That was a good guess.
Oh, yeah.
Very close. Very close. We on top though 108 or 1008. But Chairman 3657 says, I think the Lions could beat the Giants the same way they beat the Bears. Control the run, quarterback, halfback, contain plays, and throw a few more DB blitzes throughout the game. If they can do that, I see the Lions winning 31-28. Well, you got half of that right.
31-18.
I don't think we controlled the run at all against the Bears, but it was a much better game this time around. Thanks for the comment, man.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Inglesby 7802. People changing their names. Let's try and get to
it's the YouTube tags. They put your handles. That's their handles on the YouTube handles.
I got you. Let's try to get to 500, and then we'll see what happens. Go Lions! Hey, we almost there, bro.
Yeah, we on our way. All right, Michael Lede says being strong in the red zone on both sides of the ball will be key to the game. Just keep building, man. P.S. I hope Hutch forces a fumble on Danny Dimes. Well, he got a pick. So
almost.
He got a fumble recovery.
Yeah,
so we got a fumble recovery, and we scored off the turnover. So we didn't get a scoop and score, but we got a turnover and touchdown. So there you go. Good job, Michael today.
Yeah. Shout out to you, my guy. Joseph, the law firm friend of the show, Joseph Murdoch, says, "Good luck, Lions, with the 4-leaf clover." Did you think we just needed luck there? Did you think it was so bleak for us that was it? Just good luck? No, I'm just kidding. But thanks for the comment.
Yeah, Brent DeWitt says, I don't think we can completely stop Saquon Barkley.
Told you.
but if we can slow him down, then we stand a chance. I'm thinking 21-20 Lions. Hey, we shut that man down.
Surprise! Surprise, mother! Thank you for leaving comments, man. We appreciate you right here on the show, man. Detroit Lions, probably your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. That's my favorite segment of the show. Now it's time to go ahead and go on over to everyone else's favorite segment of the show. It's time for Dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Man, go on over to the Facebook link in the description to get yourself some Delightful Bites desserts, man. If you don't do the Facebook thing, go over to TikTok and Instagram and see all that beautiful dessert footage. Just type in Delightful Bites in the search engine and you will see all that beautiful dessert footage. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. Jamal Williams, man. He leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. What? With 12. Ty Barry Sanders for a team record for 5 games with 2 touchdowns or more in a game. Awesome. I'm loving that. I'm loving that with Jamal Williams, man. He's had more touchdowns this year than he had in his whole career combined. So shout out to Jamal. He's finding that end zone.
That's dope.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh yeah.
Detroit was the only NFC North team to win in week 11. We were the only team in the division. Packers, hey, happy Monday. Packers lost. Packers lost on Thursday.
Yeah, fuck them.
And then the Bears lost to the Falcons. And then the Cowboys beat the Cowboys snot out of the Vikings. 40 to that Cowboys games got so bad, CBS shut it off. Like, we're gonna go ahead and take you to a more competitive game. But that's the Dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Delightful Bites to get your cookie on, man. Let's take a quick walk on over to the Wall of Fame. We got my man Beans in the house, Beanie Siegel. We got Sage Roberts, the Latino Lido, Everything King. Go check out his recap, man. He was funny. He was killing me yesterday, man. He was in the car ride, man. You know how he does, man. Karaoke. What was that? Car karaoke? He does the car game recap, man. Go check it out, man, over there on his channel. Silver members, you got my man Batman of the 313, Mr. Scotty the Bear, the Frenchman, baguettes and all that. You got Big Dale in the building. Gold members, we got Michael Huck, Larry McQuiston, you got Michael Lewis, Justin the D. Go check out Lady Lana Douchebagia. She did the Linus Layer. That's on our channel, right? To her in the game recap for all the NFL games. Her and Val did a great job with that. So go check them out, man. It's always good over there. And the Dr. Detroit, he is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click the join now button in the description. Now it's time for final thoughts for today's show on the 3rd straight in a row Victory Monday, man. LL, what you got, my dude?
If anybody can remember out there, just because you're talking about 3 streaks to the 3rd, if y'all old enough to remember what that's talking about. But shout out to the special teams as well, man. They tried to spin it almost like it was the win, and it might have been, but on the first PAT, John Kaminsky got a hand on it, and on the second one, I forget. I don't know the body. It was a big body that kind of got in the way and altered the kick as well. So shout out to special teams on the PATs. You know, it was a complete team victory, especially, and we even got some contributions from the special team.
Hey, on this Victory Monday, go out and brag a little bit. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. We got 2 in a row on the road, and we got 2 conference victories in a row. So go out, brag, wear your Lions gear, rock your ish, be proud. You know what I'm saying? Do everything you can, man. Enjoy it, and hey, buckle up because it get real on Thursday.
Yeah, buckle up, Buttercup. Watch your kneecaps. Well, for me, I enjoyed the game, man. Definitely, it was a great time watching the game yesterday, and all I can say is, man, I like what y'all doing. It's finally coming together. Dan Campbell said it, is as we're putting it together. We're seeing what's together. He said, you guys are putting it together. No, he said, we're putting it together. So they're learning, they're so young, is that you can see them maturing right in front of your face, man. And shout out to the coaching staff for that. Great job by the Lions yesterday, man. So, hey, on this Monday, go ahead, man. Enjoy yourself, man. Rock your Lions gear, man. Walk in the office, man, and just mush a Giants fan in the face. No, I'm just playing, man. Don't get fired. Don't get fired playing around. But walk into work, man, and have a great day, man. Hey, do something for your work. It's Thanksgiving week, man. So enjoy your family. If you got family coming in, spend some time with your family, man. Don't eat too much on Thanksgiving, but show enough, eat enough. But for all that being said, man, whatever you do in life, you got to boss up. Ball out and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon. We love you, Jim.